Okay, so we're here now in the Unity editor. I've started, but I'm just paused on the generation. So if I unpause here, we're going to see, first of all, some... Oh, there we go. So we have our island landmass pop in. Now the island we've generated here is actually already one body, but were this to be multiple different segments, they would be connected by bridges. We saw some bridges in the first example of a generation on the itch page. So we've got this landmass here. Each one of these is going to be like a starting point, one or two starting points, and then they kind of bleed out from there to create this kind of layered island effect. If we unpause, the next thing that's going to generate and be applied will be our Perlin array for the trees. Quite a heavy amount of trees have come in here. We've got, you can kind of see general patterns where they're perhaps more dense, those kind of identifiable corridors of Perlin. And you can see as well less dense down here on the beach, and also you're not getting any of these. Oh, this one has not got many shrubberies, but you're not getting many of these shrubberies down on the beach, or you're not getting any. There's another shrub, and that's because you don't really tend to see bushes on the beach, I suppose. You can also see the tree type changes. So we've got palm trees down on the beach, and we've got oak trees up here on the first plateau, and then pine trees up on the second plateau. And I really like this effect, how it creates more of a dense appearance. You can also see that the leaf color changes, and this is actually based on the Perlin value as well. So the closer you get to the denser areas, obviously palm trees in general aren't going to be super dense as say the pine trees are, but they're going to get those denser coloured leaves, darker coloured leaves, sorry. If we jump to the next step now, now we're starting to see our towns pop in. Now I should say that this is normally done all at the same time. I am using a coroutine, and I've just put little pauses in between each step to better visualize it. You can see the town is spawned here. So how towns spawn is they pick a random coastal tile, they put down a lighthouse there, and then they find the nearest island center starting point, which is found this one. It puts a ruins there, and halfway in between it's going to put a town center, and that's what it's done for this one. It's put down a town center, and then it's gone out from there. Again, this is all much better described in the documentation, and it's placed down some houses. You can see as well, each person has been spawned above a house. Obviously you don't normally see this step because it's covered up by the black screen as it generates, but you also get one of these supermarkets here because it's a main town, and you've got a nice statue there, and you can see one has spawned over here as well. This one does not have a statue. And another town over here, quite close. More ruins. And yeah, if we jump to the next step again. Okay, and this is the last real physical aspect of the generation. We get this rock wall coming around here. Both the rock wall and the island itself is using a marching cubes method to kind of figure out. You can see like the corner pieces here. See if there's any. And then this single piece here. Yet they both use the marching cubes approach to kind of figure out what would go where. And then the only real step after this is generating those maps that I showed earlier, and they are done as just generating new 2D textures on one of two methods at the end based on we collect a lot of data when I'm creating these land masses in arrays, and we use those arrays then to make the maps as well. You can also see now that one of these little independent buildings has spawned, just some ruins out in the middle of nowhere, and unlike the ruins at the center of a town like this one, these ruins actually have a chance to have neighbors, so these have spawned together. But that is pretty much an overview, and if I go ahead and unpause it here, once the cartography section is finished, the maps are finished rendering, we should see the island come to life. And there we go. Those villagers, those islanders, have all started moving around, and their needs will start to decrease as they go about. They all decrease at slightly different rates based on like a base value with a random value on top of that, so that you don't just get everyone doing the same thing. But that is pretty much it. So yeah, this has been an overview of how Frog Island works. I hope you have enjoyed. Let's see if we can see one of these nice characters. And what do we got here? This chap looks a bit happier. In fact, as well as being randomly physically generated, or I shouldn't say randomly, it's mostly hierarchical based off of a gender and a personality. If we click on him, or more so his head, we can see, oh, actually this is a feminine character, a happy feminine character called Swan Lakes. This very tomato-looking chap. We can check their name. This is a masculine character. He's the shy personality, which is why he's got just a very small little shy mouth, shy looking eyes, and his name is Sol Lemon. Alright, well thank you so much for watching my video on Frog Island, and I hope you try out the game. The itch page will be linked in the comments below. Thank you very much.